Looks like we have about 8 people in the
Okay.
on it right now, but yeah, this is also being recorded. So we can just kick things off. Thanks everyone for joining us on this cold evening in Cincinnati to talk about the Jewels of Northern Italy and Switzerland trip that the Clermont Chamber is hosting along with Aventura World. Um, It's a 9 day, 7 night trip from September 21st to September 29th, 2026. Tonight we're joined by Ben Weintraub from Aventura, who's going to kind of go over the itinerary, kind of what to expect with these types of trips. I will say this will be the fourth trip the Claremont Chamber has sponsored. Our first trip was to Greece, then we did Oktoberfest in Germany. Our last trip actually just got back into town a couple weeks ago. They went to Spain, and this one will be our first trip to Italy. So, just so everyone is aware, this info session is being recorded and it will be uploaded onto YouTube after this and shared. So, if you do miss something, it is okay. You will be able to revisit it. And obviously, if you have questions, feel free to ask. I'll try to moderate what I can. And if not, we'll save some time at the end for questions. But with that, I'll turn it over to Ben.
Thank you, Andrew. Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Ben Weintraub, and I'm with Aventura World. I'm the national sales manager. I'm located here in New York. Happy to be here. Big Cincinnati Bengals fan, so happy to be speaking with you tonight from folks from the area. And one of our most popular destinations for 2026, our Jewels of Northern Italy and Switzerland program. We really picked an absolutely fantastic time of year to visit this region where the weather should be in the upper 60s. We call this perfect touring weather. Some of the best times of year to go and visit the areas where it's not as crowded as the highest season during the summer months. And if you haven't traveled with the Clermont Chamber before or Aventura World, we really take fantastic care of you throughout the trip. We do provide round trip airfare. That will be from Cincinnati. But if you do have friends or family that would like to join the program from other hometown gateways, we can fly them from whether it's Texas or California, wherever they're from, to either meet you in Ohio or meet you over in Italy to join the trip. Uh, and when you do arrive into Italy, all of the touring, you will have a tour director from our company with you the entire length of the trip. And all of the touring is done by a deluxe motor coach. And many of the meals that we have are included on the trip as well. And one of the features, we do have an Italian cooking class that'll be featured on the tour as well. A lot of all the sightseeing, entertainment as well, that we have just really a fantastic time for everyone to have. So I'm going to give you a little visual explanation of the program itself tonight. And then I'll open it up to any questions that anyone does have. All right. But a little bit about who Aventura World is. We've actually been in business now since 1972, and our headquarters is in New Jersey, right outside of Manhattan. But we do have global locations in Paris, Rome, London, Delhi, Dubai, as well as Cairo. And we are the official travel partner of the Association of Chamber of Commerce Executives. So we work with chambers of commerce nationwide on their travel programs. And we've been lucky enough to be working with the Clermont Chamber for the past number of years on their past four programs. And we have a great partnership with them. As well as you'll see, we are a travel wholesaler. So what that means is that we create these programs from the ground up. We don't buy them from anyone or anything like that. And we do call ourselves a leader in value priced programs. And as I go through the itinerary tonight, I think you'll see and agree why. As I mentioned, we do have round trip air transportation leaving from CVG, Cincinnati in Ohio. We do include 7 nights of hotel accommodations, and it's really broken up nicely in the Veneto region and then going on to Lake Como, which is an absolutely just breathtaking area to go and see. as well as superb cuisine. 10 meals are included, seven buffet breakfasts, as well as three dinners. We do have all of the sightseeing with our local guides and entrance fees to a full tour of Treviso. As I mentioned, we will have a cooking class where you'll learn some of the Mediterranean cuisines of Italy. We'll visit Lake Garda and a tour of Sirmione and Verona. We'll have a full day tour of Venice as well, and a tour of Bellagio and a Lake Como cruise. And I was mentioning to Andrew, one of our last tours last month had seen George Clooney on his deck on his at his mansion on the Lake Como cruise that they were on. So you never know what celebrity you might run into or be able to see while you are on Lake Como. And to finish it off, we'll have a grand tour of Lugano, Switzerland, which is just absolutely incredible. Everyone loves it as well. So we do have our tour director with you the entire length of the time, and all of your baggage handling is taken care of for you. So when you do check in at the airport, that is all taken care of. Your fees are included. Your bags will be checked over to Italy. Same thing on the way home. And once you do arrive into Italy, you're met right as you clear through customs. Our tour director is holding an Aventura World sign, and they are there to collect your bags, put them onto our motor coach, and we'll proceed right to the hotel. Once you get checked into the hotel, your bags are actually brought right to your room for you. So, starting off, once you do arrive, like I mentioned, you'll meet our tour director, and our uh, motor coach will be transferring you to the hotel. And it's broken up, like I had said, with 3 nights in the Veneto region and then 4 nights in Lake Como, which really is a great kind of breaking up of the full trip for a 7 night stay, really 9 days, 7 nights of touring. So the first day you'll arrive, you'll be taking an overnight flight. On day two, you'll arrive, you'll get checked into the hotel, and we'll have a nice welcome dinner for you that evening. Our tour director will go through the entire length of the rest of the tour, what time to be meeting for the tours the next day, and you can ask any questions or anything that you'd like to do on your free time. They can provide recommendations on things you might like to do. If there's anything that you'd like to do on your own that's not on the itinerary, we can certainly try to make that happen for you. If there's something you don't want to do on the itinerary and you'd like to do something else, as long as we're not going from the Veneto region to Lake Como and transportation wise, you can definitely go off and do whatever you'd like, just letting our tour director know that you won't be attending so that we're not looking for you. Then absolutely. We can help arrange. Many people have friends or family that have lived in this region that they would like to go and see or experience something that they've read or seen on TV, and we can, help arrange that for you as well. Some of the area that you'll be coming into through the Veneto region once you do arrive, very much wine Napa Valley esque type of a region with the valleys, absolutely gorgeous of the hills that you'll be seeing here. And we'll get you checked into the hotel. And this is just around the Treviso region. The food is absolutely incredible. The Mediterranean cuisine, fresh seafood, the pastas are incredible. First press olive oil, the cheeses, everything is very, very fresh, wholesome ingredients. They're very simple, but fresh ingredients that they do provide. But it's absolutely phenomenal cuisine that you'll be trying. The wine pairings that you'll be allowed as well are absolutely incredible. The wines have less sulfates in them as they do here in the US. So you're able to drink a little bit more without getting any type of, having a hangover or a problem the next morning. But it's a lot less sulfites. It's different than here in the US. So day three, We'll actually start our tour of Treviso in the morning right after breakfast, usually about 9:15, and we'll be doing all of the Venetian gardens, the Duomo, and then in the afternoon, this is where we'll be doing our hands-on cooking class of part of our cultural discovery series. We'll be learning the benefits of Mediterranean cuisines and learning some of the fine arts of the local dishes. And we'll have some local wine pairings as well for dinner, which is always a fun evening. Everyone really enjoys on day three. And this is some of the Treviso region that we'll be doing. The art and the history is just incredible. Our tour directors are former historians, former educators. So the stories that they have, if there's anything that you'd like to hear about more, that you read about and like to hear about, they could certainly facilitate additional conversations. Going off on your own, some of the foods that you'll try are just, again, very simplistic, but absolutely fresh and just absolutely very, very tasty. The cheeses, like I said, all, the first pressed olive oils are just incredible. Day four, this is where we'll be doing our full day tour of Venice. So over 400 bridges. It's absolutely unbelievable Venice to go and see. They have gondolas that you can go and take a gondola ride. They have gondolas for really everything in Venice, for ambulances, police gondolas, all different types of taxis. But you'll have plenty of time to go under the Bridge of Sighs where they sing to you, and it's just an absolutely renowned experience that you won't forget. You can stop by handmade glass shops. They do have cameos, which are the masks that you can buy. All sorts of sculptures and artwork that you could get shipped home that you could purchase. You could definitely do some damage in terms of clothes shopping, the leather goods that they have, shoes, clothing, just unbelievable products that they do have within Venice. So we'll be having a full tour seeing St. Mark's Basilica, St. Mark's Square as well. So getting into Venezia, Venice, just absolutely gorgeous. As you go through our tour, director will be having all the sites, as I had mentioned as well. But the St. Mark's Tower here, but all the sites. And again, you'll be plenty of time to take gondola rides at Bridge of Sighs here. As you can see here, they sing to you as you go through. Just a very romantic experience for you and the special person in your life. Absolutely something you won't forget. So, day five, this is where we'll be leaving the Veneto region, making our way to Lake Como. We'll be stopping in Lake Garda and doing a tour of Sirmione and Verona. So we'll first stop in Lake Garda. We'll see some of where Shakespeare's Stars Cross. You'll see some of the statues in town, Juliet, and you'll see a huge statue, but they'll go over some of the relationship that they had with Romeo and Juliet in Lake Garda, and you will go through uh, Sirmione and Verona, ending up in Lake Como in the end, and we'll get you checked into the hotel, and we'll proceed on from there. So, just some of the sites here, intricate details, the sculptures, the piazzas are absolutely incredible, and we'll have fully guided tours here. And here's the Juliet statue, as I mentioned, as well. But some of the Colosseum here, much smaller than the actual Roman Colosseum, but we'll have some of the time here as well. And then finishing off on Lake Garda and Lake Como, and getting checked into the hotel in Lake Como as well. But absolutely gorgeous. The markets are absolutely incredible. Very, very safe, all of the destinations that we will be visiting. So please just be advised of that. You definitely want to bring good walking shoes, as these are walking tours that you will be going on. We get you as close to the sites as possible as well. But again, you will be getting some steps in on the days of our tours. All right. But absolutely gorgeous Lake Garda, Sirmione, and finishing off in Lake Como. Absolutely gorgeous with the mountains in the background as well. And day 6, this is where we'll do our scenic tour of Lake Como and our cruise of Lake Como and a tour of Bellagio as well. And plenty of time for shopping and, definitely time for, exploring at your own pace. And then day 7, we'll do, it's a free day, or this is the one tour that's optional of our excursion to Streza, and you'll see here the Lake District of Lake Maggiore, as well as we'll have plenty of time in the afternoon for free time in Streza, and we'll get back to the hotel in the evening in Lake Como. So we'll board our cruise ship for a lake cruise in Lake Como, and you'll see again all the mansions here, just absolutely unbelievable. It's gorgeous, the whole area. And again, you never know which celebrity is going to be home at the time, but you can definitely see some celebrities on this tour as well. But absolutely a gorgeous lake cruise. Just the whole area is absolutely incredible. Uh, and then the tour of Bellagio, same thing, just more of lake views. It's incredible. So day 8, this is where we'll do our full day in Switzerland. We'll do Lugano, full tour in Lugano, and Mont Saint Salvador. We'll go up the funicular, some of the most unbelievable views, and we'll have a great farewell dinner. Having some great food and wine pairings to end out the tour. All right. So getting up to Lugano, absolutely gorgeous. We'll take the funicular. You can see here just absolutely gorgeous views. We'll have a full city tour in Lugano. You'll be able to buy all the types of Swiss chocolates you can. It's absolutely incredible. The pastries they have, the chocolates are incredible. So many different sculptures and it's a fantastic tour in Lugano. So everyone, it's a big highlight. Venice and Lugano and the Lake Como tour are absolutely spectacular portions of the whole program. We do offer travel insurance that you can obtain, which do protect against pre-trip cancellation due to sickness or death of immediate family, medical on the trip, trip interruption, travel delay, missed connection, emergency baggage delay, all of that. We highly, highly recommend travel insurance, whether you take it with us or you take insurance on your own. Ladies and gentlemen, we just had a government shutdown. There were flights canceled that were nobody's fault, but things happened. So, again, you do want to be protected on things that could possibly occur. And again, we do also give the option to cancel for any reason whatsoever. So that is an option as well. There's two different types of insurance, our regular normal protection insurance, and then there's the cancel for any reason whatsoever. It is a little bit more expensive, but again, it does let you cancel for any reason. I'm just going to switch my screen for a second. Let me just stop sharing and I will share with you on how to register for the program. And then I'll answer any questions that anyone does have. All right. So if you could see my screen here, as I mentioned, we are leaving September 21st through the 29th. It's a 9-day, 7-night trip. It's $44.99 per person, double occupancy. If you are traveling as a single, it is an additional $1,099 for the single supplement. You would go to booking.aventuraworld.com and you would enter in our booking code of UKSNTC. Once you do that, they will ask for your email address and to set up a password. They will verify your email address. And once that does happen, you will be asked to fill out the following information. Oops, one second here. You'll ask to be filled out the following information here. Oops, let me just pull this up again. One second. And then I'll be able to take any questions that anyone has. All right, one second. Thank you. Great. Okay. What they will be asking for online, they will just be asking for your first and last names as it's stated on your passport. You do not need a passport to register for the trip. You will need a passport for the trip. Please do not let that hold you up from signing up for the trip. You can give us your passport at a later time, but again, we will need it before the trip leaves. And then after that, one second here. Your date of birth. You will need 6 months left on your passport uh, from the time of your return date. So if you want to please check your passports, if you do need to get them renewed, you do have plenty of time for that. We will need your mailing and email address, home, and cell numbers. If you are rooming with someone or if you are traveling as a single, I will answer all of the questions right after I go through this. Absolutely. And then it lists here your special requests. So this is where you would put if you are traveling from a different location other than Cincinnati, please put your hometown gateway in the special requests area, and we will give you the rate for that hometown gateway. And you can choose to take that rate, or you can fly on your own. You can definitely do your own airfare. It's absolutely up to you. In the special requests area, if you would like business class seating, please list that in the special requests area. We will get you the business class flight rate. You have, again, the choice to accept that rate, or you can travel with the group. Lastly, in the special requests area, if you want to put any dietary restrictions, if you are vegan or gluten free, please list that here and we can accommodate those requests as well. Below that, it does list the one option tour to Straza, which is $169. If you do wish to take that, please check the box here, as well as we do offer a 2 day Milan optional extension to the trip that would be added on day 9. So it would be an 11-day trip. It is an additional $899 per person for the double occupancy, or $1398 for a single. If you would like our travel protection, as I had mentioned before, it is based on the total price of your trip. So if you are adding in the optional Milan extension, it will be more than if you are doing the base trip. So if the base trip is 4,500 to 5,000, if you are using the regular policy that it just prevents for accident or sickness, death, it's 318. The cancel for any reason policy is 477. If you are adding on the options and your price is 5,000 to 5,500, the price of your insurance goes to 345 to 517. Okay, so if you would like to register for the trip, you are getting an early bird special where you are getting $100 of a discounted price before March 31st of next year as an early bird discount. We would need $800 as a total deposit. If you are going to do the optional tours or the Milan extension and the travel protection, we would need that at time of deposit. And the final payment would be due May 11th of next year. which is 130 days before the departure. All right. So I know there were a few questions here in the chat, and then I will open it up to any additional questions that anyone has here. So yes, I will provide the hotel names. I will. It is economy seating in on the airlines. We will share the hotel names. I will get those to Andrew. Is there a minimum number of people for that? This trip will operate. There are already enough people to go, so this trip will be operational no matter what. Can this trip be extended before or after? Yes, if you would like to do your own airfare, you can do your own airfare. You would take $800 off of the total price of the trip. You could do your own airfare, or if you would like to arrive early or stay later, please put that in the special request section, and we can arrange for your flights to be rearranged for the duration of the stay that you'd like pre or post of your stay. What airline class? As I said, it's normally economy class. We are limited to one checked bag. It is one bag per person. That is 50 pounds per person or less. 50 pounds or less. One carry on bag that goes on the overhead on the airplane, as well as one personal item, book bag or purse that fits underneath the seat in front of you. All right. So one checked bag that will be checked, that is free of charge, that is included, that will be 50 pounds or less. One carry-on bag that goes on the overhead, and one personal item that the maximum amount of people on the tour, the maximum amount on a motor coach is 40 to 44 people. So that is the maximum amount that will be on the trip. We could have multiple. Motor coaches go, but for all intents and purposes, you will only have the max 40 to 44 people on your motor coach. And we will have another get together for all of the folks that are signed up for the trip or that will be registering approximately 2 to 3 weeks before the trip goes. We have another pre-departure meeting where I go over all of your pre-departure materials, what to pack. You'll have all of the hotel information, the address, website, phone number, all emergency contact information. You'll have our tour director information, anything and everything you need. I go over for you before you leave. We'll have another meeting for that. So please, we'll answer any questions that you have. And if any other questions come up after tonight, please get in touch with Andrew. I can answer any additional questions that anyone does have, or as well. So there's another one that came here. You already know what that is. I'm not sure. Andrew and I are talking about some potential opportunities for some other trips. Other chambers, there are other chambers that are on the trip. Depending on how many people the Clermont chamber ends up with, we could have our own bus for the Clermont chamber. These are great questions. Uh, Again, there are safes in the room. There are hair dryers in the rooms. We use four-star, great properties. We've been doing this tour a long time. We have a ground office in Italy as well. So our guides are from Italy. It's all they do. So they're very, very, they're fun. They have, they're very Italian, in terms of their stories and their presentations. So just our Italy programs are phenomenal. And our travelers have loved them for years. So hope you can join this magical experience. We've had just great success with this program this past fall with so many different groups on this program, and we anticipate the same thing for 2026. So really hope you can join. We've had a number of different signups and registrations already from the Clermont Chamber. So again, if you are interested, please, you could go right online. we could get you signed up. If you do make any mistakes or anything online when you're signing up, please understand there's humans on the other side of this. We can correct anything online and we can get you registered, no problem. There's another question. What's the dress code? No real dress code for the trip. You definitely want to be wearing comfortable casual clothing, comfortable walking shoes on the trip. If for the gentlemen, if you do want to bring one jacket, for dinners, for the ladies, if you want to bring one business casual type outfit. Other than that, they're really it's pretty casual throughout. There's no real mandatory dress codes for dinners or anything like that. If you want to dress up, you certainly can, but it is not mandatory. All right. Again, you will need a passport. Please, again, if you're getting it renewed or you're in the process of something with it, don't let that hold you up from signing up. We just need it before you do go on the trip. We will need it before airline tickets are issued. We're going to need that to get your tickets. But, if you want to get on that, you need 6 months left on the return date so in September, you need 6 months left after September on your passport. But other than that, very, very safe destination. We've had just a great, success. Everyone has had, a really phenomenal experience in Venice. Just absolutely, just the tours, the history, the shopping that you could do is just phenomenal. So, really hope you can join. Any other questions? Please let Andrew know, and we can get them answered for you.
Last call for any other questions? I will say just a couple things that we've been asked a lot as this is our fourth trip. You do not have to have any association with the chamber to go on these trips. We've had, I think it was our second trip. We actually didn't have anyone associated with the chamber at all go on that trip. So we do this as an opportunity for the community, not just for our members. So don't feel like you have to have any sort of association with the chamber. So if you have friends, family, neighbors that might be interested in this trip as well, feel free to share it with them because this is a really unique opportunity to see some of these incredible sites for a pretty reasonable fee. Um, Another thing we get asked about a lot, the itinerary. Sometimes it can look a little intimidating, but you do not have to do all of the things on the itinerary. If there's a day you wake up and you'd rather just go kind of do your own thing and explore, and you kind of don't want to do the scheduled tours that they have, that is totally acceptable. We get asked a lot about that kind of flexibility. And this is really where your guides are going to come into play because your guides are actually native to the destination. So they know the area. They have no recommendations on where to go if you don't want to do the tours or the activities that are part of the itinerary. We have just heard so many positive things about the guides on these trips and how knowledgeable they are and how friendly they are. But like Ben said, if any of you have any other questions, I may not know the answer, but I will get you the answer. Ben is incredibly responsive. So if you have questions, let me know. Reach out to me, give me a call, shoot me a text, shoot me an email, and I can get it over to Ben and then we can get you an answer.
Absolutely. Happy to speak with anyone. I can, call anyone or, email through any questions that anyone does have. But again, you could do whatever you'd like on the trip, as Andrew had mentioned, as long as we're not traveling from one location to the other that day. Absolutely, you can, and our tour director can help you, in assisting whatever you'd like to do or assist in giving recommendations on what you'd like to do. So, absolutely.
Looks like we have one more question. Can we make payments through the Aventura website?
Yes, we will send you a payment link that you can make a payment on. Yes, you will receive that from our office. Yes.
And we got another one. What airports in Italy do you fly into and out of?
It'll be you're flying into Venice uh, and flying into Venice. And Yeah, if you're taking the Milan extension, it's Milan. I will confirm that, but it's Venice.
All right. Well, not hearing or seeing any other questions. We will wrap this up. Like we said, if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out. Ben, appreciate the time as always. And
Mm.
yeah, that'll do it.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great rest of your evening and hope you can join this fabulous trip.
Have a good night. Thanks, Ben.
Thank you. Take care.